Here we go again. It's another day at the office.
Yeah.
Biggest game of the season, I guess.
Yeah, they've all been, biggest games of the season. So, I mean, our mindset doesn't change in this room. The belief to no quit. We do it for each other. The bottom line, we're fighting for a spot for each other, and to prove everybody wrong. But we take it game by game here. It's a simple recipe tonight. You don't take the team lightly. It's the NHL. There's no easy games. So we go out there, work for each other, play the right way, and simple.
Well, and as Colsey said, have to be aware, obviously, of the skill and the fact that they can, maybe in a position to play some loose hockey over there.
Yeah.
But, just that you guys have to stick with what has brought you here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They like to, transition quick off the rush. So got to, be responsible with the puck. We've been talking about that, the last few games. So, can't give their skill any opportunities to bounce on us. But at the same time, I think, if you go the offensive way, we get pucks deep, we get pucks back, and, we attack them, I think. That's been our identity all year is our forecheck and getting those pucks back and getting it to the net. So I think we can take advantage of that.
What when you see the first period, obviously, toward the end of the game, on Saturday night, just the differences and maybe what you take away the most about that game on Saturday.
Yeah, the first period wasn't obviously what we wanted, but I don't know why that kind of stuff happens, but I think if we just start where we left off, it's just the mentality of coming to games and being prepared right away, right when the puck drops, and you set the tone right away. So I think that's what we got to do tonight against this team. I think we can push them out of the game pretty early if we start on time.
And then just PK.
Yeah.
But I think we talked a little bit about maybe wanting to see a little more of the power play. But PK wise, where do you feel like that's been at right now?
PK's been great for us. It's I think it's gained a lot of confidence for us. I think Cully's done a great job at taking over that the last half of the year. So we got an identity there. I think everybody kind of understands the system a little bit better. He's done a great job with video and really taking it to another level. So I think from Wolfie to everybody that goes out there, I think you step over the boards and everybody's ready to kill that penalty off for our team.
Yeah, and some big ones, like at big times too, right? Like the situational ones where you just
they're
have to have one.
Yeah, they change the momentum for our game, for our team, especially like you said at key moments. That obviously the one in overtime was big for our group. So the PK's in a great spot. The power play needs to get going, and it starts with myself. I got to be better. Breaking the puck in and getting it to the forwards in good position. So we'll definitely take that task on tonight.
You look at the PK, you look at it, even you break it down to something as simple as a shot block. What kind of, when you guys are selling out like that, what does that do for the rest of the guys on the bench?
I think they love it. I've talked about block shots, and at the beginning of the season, it gets the team going. It's almost, for some guys, it's like scoring a goal. You see everybody cheering. The crowd loves it. I think it helps that person's mentality the rest of the game, and you get into the game a little bit more. It's like taking a hit or making a hit, part of your identity, and that's been our identity all year long is selling out for our team and whatever it takes mentality. So it's been great.
As a shot blocker, is there a good place to take one?
No, not really. You definitely don't want anything up high, but for me, it's anything in the skate. It's tough to get that skate back on if you take one in the ankle or the foot. So I try to avoid those spots.